Brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Shorty.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be taken down at the 18. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Black. Lion.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
82.
Wentz now on first down. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. On first down, Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And all the way down to the 29. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 49 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
One back.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines taking it in. And the Colts are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philly's offense getting the ball again here in just a second. But if you look at the NFC picture as a whole, a lot of talk, understandably so, about the Rams and the Saints, the Panthers even. But what kind of chance do you give the Eagles of getting back to the Super Bowl?
I give them a good chance because Carson Wentz continues to get better coming back from the knee injury. They made the deal to get Golden Tate, which gives them another weapon at receiver, and that's starting to get better for them. Zach Ertz has been tremendous at tight end. They need to get healthier in the offensive line, get that back intact, And that defense can be very, very good, especially Fletcher Cox wrecking things from his defensive tackle position.
Now a play fake here on first. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. The first carry for Josh Adams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Wentz on third down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run on first down. Adams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
82, 40.
Now a toss play. Here's Adams. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. You can see Indianapolis' offense taking the field again. And their quarterback, Andrew Luck, probably has to be getting some consideration for comeback player of the year, don't you think?
It's the kind of award that he would not like to win, but has a chance to really do it and would deserve it because, remember, he missed most of 2 seasons with a shoulder injury, and now is back playing awfully well. Now, they did have a 4-game losing streak early in the year, okay, and that's probably going to keep them from playoff consideration, but I like what they've been doing lately. The offensive line has really gelled and protected Andrew Luck better than he's seen in a long time. Plus, he got back T.Y. Hilton, so he has some weapons to throw it. They could be pretty dangerous in the second half of the year.
And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A final shot before the break. Luck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now it's Luck. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, Greg. Lefty.
On second down, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Carson Wentz, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 67 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
His throw incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A quick throw, but incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Great 15. Great 15.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Well, with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
Yeah, exactly right, because
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Luck. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. He's going to get it running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, it's Wilkins. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened
there.
there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. The ball off course. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He's back to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danico Autry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Throwing now, Luck. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.